Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. Looks like we are going crazy with the Facebook fad. Whoever thought a varsity project that started off from a dorm room at Harvard would accomplish such a feat? Popular networking site Facebook has now overshadowed Orkut, its predecessor in social networking from the Google giant. Orkut enjoyed a monopoly in social networking till Facebook came and the numbers of Facebook users exploded, especially here in India. Facebook now has 500 million users across the globe, and here in India, anywhere between 9 and 10 million users. And well, if you are a social networking fanatic, then the next episode of Chennai Speaks Out is something you have to watch out. Tune in to watch Sanjay Pinto discuss if your online networking hobby is a tool for communication or an addiction. Watch the episode coming Sunday at 7 p.m. Well, it's time for all the sports news. On to Natasha Doraiswamy.
Well, we've got lots of sports updates coming up, but first we're going to focus on Germany and Spain, of course, of last night's semi-final clash. That was absolute brilliant goal by the Spanish defender Puyol, who made a brilliant header really into the net. And of course, this is the first time that Spain has gone into the final of any World Cup so far.
If Germany had Joachim Löw's blue sweater for luck, then Spain had their queen watching to cheer the team on. A very sedate start to the game, and 4 minutes in, this pitch invasion was perhaps the most exciting moment of the match. Just 2 minutes later, Spain made their first attacking move, David Villa trying for his 6th goal of the tournament, but missing from close range. And they kept the pressure on Germany with another attempt shortly after. A cracking good start for Spain, but still no joy with Carlos Puyol blasting his header over the target. Thomas Müller was sorely missed. The German midfield flagged his absence, with Germany never really getting a look into the game. This one of those rare moments. Spain had thoroughly dominated the game in open play, but ended up getting their goal through a set piece. Carlos Puyol flying in to give La Roja the slender lead.
And the German defence can only look at each other. One might be enough. It is Carlos Puyol who has given them the platform.
The European champions will have two worries going into Sunday's final. Their continuing inability to convert good attacking moves into goals and this sort of selfish play. Pedro denying his team the chance to double their lead.
Fernando Torres was begging for the pass. And the young Pedro sensing absolute glory.
Yet another 1-0 win for Spain. They play Netherlands in Sunday's final, which means there will be a first-time winner of the World Cup in 2010. For Germany, a brilliant tournament, but they'll just have to make do with third or fourth place.
And after all those decades of promise, it is finally fulfilled. They have ground their way past the Germans, and Spain are in a World Cup final. Germany are out. The heartbreak of Schweinsteiger will be shared.
Well, are energy drinks really those forms of support for your body that boost your immune system and, of course, your energy levels without any side effects? Well, some of the sports persons, of course, across Chennai and across the world consume these energy drinks 3 to 4 times a day to sort of bring up your stamina. And some sports experts and some fitness experts also say that it is a huge cause for concern.
Karthik is a footballer. And besides that, he is a fitness freak. He takes energy drinks at least 3 times a day for higher levels of stamina. And he's not alone in the race. Many like him rely on energy drinks heavily for their fitness regime, not caring much about the side effects.
நான் ப்ரோபயோட்டிக் ட்ரிங்க்ஸ் சாப்பிட்றேன். சாப்பிட்டா எனர்ஜியாக இருக்கும், பவராக இருக்கும். தென் ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு டயர்ட் தெரியாமல் இருக்கும். அதனால் ப்ரோபயோட்டிக் ட்ரிங்க் குடிக்கிறேன். நான் வந்து ஒரு நாளைக்கு 4 times or 3 times சாப்பிடுவேன்.
But if we believe the experts, even 1 can of energy drink has its impact on health. According to a recent study done by the Cardiovascular Research Centre of the Royal Adelaide Hospital in Australia, 1 can of the sugar-free caffeinated energy drink increases the stickiness of blood and raises the risk of blood clots forming within the vessels. While working as a physio for the Indian Cricket League teams, sports physician Dr. Kannan Pugarendi had witnessed a special interest among its administrators to promote energy drinks, but he clearly asked cricketers not to take them.
They are not sport drinks. They are supposed to have an artificial stimulation for the brain. So this is not a drink that the people could use in a gym.
One energy drink can of 250 milliliter contains 80 milligrams of caffeine. It increases the risk of strokes and heart attacks. Energy drinks are banned in Australia, Denmark, Norway, Colorado in US and many states in Germany. So now with the Commonwealth Games around the corner and India making a mark in global sporting arena, it's time that the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, which has already proposed a draft to restrict the use of energy drinks, takes the final decision on that. In Chennai with reporter Sudarshan, Kuku Alex for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's all we have from the sports desk at the moment here at NDTV Hindu. But my colleague Ramanathan, of course, has something special for you radio heads at the moment.
That's right, Natasha. The Spanish Armadas may be celebrating after making the German lads cry. But colors red and white reign at a little radio station in the heart of Chennai for a different reason altogether. It's Radio Gaga time for this birthday baby. Chennai Life turns 2 today.
You've heard them on the radio, and now these rock stars of the airwaves have 104.8% reasons to cheer about. They've turned 2 today, and like the Carpenters sang, are on top of the world. So what fuels life to the city's only English radio station?
We're always evolving in terms of new ideas. We like to keep it fresh. We got a lot of sports. We've got a lot of theatre. We associate ourselves with all events which ultimately I feel which will engage a listener.
So it's not about being serious, but what we mean when we say talk radio is, to be able to give a great conversation to people.
2 years of talk, fiery debates, entertaining music, contests and oodles of goodies for the winning listeners. This radio station is certainly waving their flag high in Chennai city.
We have listeners who tune in to be part of Chennai, listeners who tune in to listen to good English music.
So if you were fooled in the run-up to the 1st of April when they said they'd turn regional, here's music to your ears. They say they're here to stay and this is how they do it. And cheers to that. In Chennai, Evelyn Matthew for NDTV Hindu.
Well, remember Chennai Live FM when you drive and NDTV Hindu when you reach home or your office. That's all we have for you now. We'll be back at 10 with all the news and updates. Stay with us.